Okay, this calls for an update here. I was playing around with this little tablet computer I had. It's extremely low powered. It runs about a 2 gig of RAM. Cost a bit less than $100 a long time ago. Probably you can pick it up for 50 bucks now. It has a 12, I'm not sure, it looks like it has a 1280 by 800 screen. Not a bad resolution, but it's pretty small. You can see my hand here. Comparison, fairly small. But anyway, I decided to try to put the player app on there and see how it ran. And as you can see, I got the player app running here, and it's showing up on the devices tab. Let's see, I got the thing going here. I'm gonna, just for the heck of it, I didn't show you earlier in my previous video the sizing option that included resizing the panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first scale the instrument to about half size, and I'm going to say 400. Okay, and you can see it changes to 600 there, and I'm going to apply that, and then I'm going to save that to the computer. There, it's pushing the configuration. There it is already, loaded quite fast. Okay, now this is using Wi-Fi too, not Ethernet. And you can see right now getting 32 frames per second with no motion on the panel, but that's not bad. Okay, now I'm going to show you what happens if I use the Resize the Panel. I'll resize the panel to, let's see here, we'll click this, and let's resize the panel to 800 by 12 by 1280. Okay, and now we should, oops, I mistyped that, 1280. And apply that, and we'll save that again. And it's pushing the configuration, and we'll see what happens here. And you can see it filled the screen in with a solid screen. I'm getting my reflection pretty bad here. But it filled the screen in, and has the anyway, let me turn a light on. Okay, that's really not much better because of the reflection of the screen, but you can see how that worked out. Now let's resize the panel. I'm going to go back to the top of the page, and I'm just going to double click it, and that'll spread it back out and equally divide it. Okay, let's try flying this thing and see if we can get any performance out of it. I'm going to grab my joystick here and see if I can't get this thing airborne. And let's release the brakes. I got enough speed here? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now just watch the performance here. Got a little low speed there, we'll speed up a bit. But you can see, even at 30 frames a second, it's pretty smooth motion. Which just astounds me that we can get this kind of performance from this little nothing computer. So this thing truly will run on just about anything. I mean, we're talking 1 gig or 2 gigs of RAM in like a 1.5 gigahertz atom. I'll put the specs at the end of the video, but I just wanted to show you this and show you how it's performing pretty good considering it takes. The exasperating thing is trying to load the software on this very, very slow computer. My suggestion would is shoot for one about like what I had on the this morning when I was filming the last video. I had that 4 gig of RAM and about a 1.8 with a gigahertz processor, and that seemed to be just fine. So anyway, obviously the communications between the desktop and the notebook is working just fine. Let me try one more instrument. I'm going to take this and delete this, and you can right click on that and scale and remove instrument. That's where you tell it to maintain the aspect ratio. I'm going to put another instrument in here. Let's find something that's a little bit more demanding. Let's try that one really fancy, if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. And let's scale that, and let's push that and see what kind of frame rate we get on that thing, because that's quite an extensive panel. We're pushing that now to the and it's loading. And golly, still getting 30 frames a second. I wonder if I have this thing set for 30 frames a second. I don't think so. Let me check. Make sure I haven't set the limit. Let's go to devices and click the air player, and yeah, we have it set for high 60 frames per second, show frames per second. So yeah, that's not the issue. The issue is that's just all she has is 32 frames a second. But as you might recall, I could get about 10 frames a second with the original version of Air Manager, trying something like this panel here, which is extremely complicated. But okay. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. Pretty impressive. Got a blank panel here. I'm going to add an instrument, and this one I'm going to look for that Integra, if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. See how this works. Cirrus. Okay, we can see we have a full screen. Now let me show you another couple things here. If you click the scale, you see it offers you. So we can say 50%, and it'll do that instantly. We can say scale, even scale 125%, make it bigger than the window. So we can fit that in there like that. If we double click it, it centers up. Okay, so we're out here in the air, and I'm going to push this instrument to the, now I'm going to go and save that to the little computer that I'm running now. You can see it is up and running now, and you can see we're still looking at 32 frames a second. I'll give you a close-up here so you can see the motion of the thing. It's pretty darn smooth, I think. And again, running on this little 8-inch tablet computer and communicating beautifully through Wi-Fi with the desktop version, pushing the instruments. And as you can see, really a phenomenal little version of Air Manager. Giving it the torture test.